Good morning, students. So in this class we will discuss the topic that is types of biomass. Types of biomass. So what is biomass? So total mass of living matter is called as biomass. Total mass of living matter is called as biomass, which may include the plant material, fossil fuels, and animal waste. So the mass which is remained from the living matter, which is called as biomass. So the different types of biomass, which includes plant material, fossil fuels, and animal waste. So plant material, which includes wood, agriculture remnants, agriculture waste, we can call it as agriculture waste, wood, agriculture waste, energy crops. So the plant material, which includes wood, agriculture waste, and energy crops. Fossil fuels, which includes coal, oil, animal waste, which includes dung. So this is all about the living matter, that is biomass, which is coming from the different sources, So the plant material, which includes wood, agriculture waste, and energy crops. Fossil fuels, which includes coal, oil, and animal waste, which includes dung. So why this biomass is useful? So biomass can be converted into energy. Biomass can be converted into energy that can be utilized by the humans. Energy can be utilized by the humans. So while conversion of biomass into energy, there is a possibility of damaging environment, that is by pollution. So we have to prevent in such a way that biomass is exactly utilized to form energy that is utilized by the humans, right? So by avoiding the pollution, by taking special measures, we can avoid the pollution when biomass is converting into energy, so which is utilized by the human system. So this is the use of biomass. So biomass can be utilized in the form of energy. So there are different methods in the conversion of biomass into useful fuel. So there are different methods that is adapted for the conversion of biomass into fuel. So the first one is gasification which includes exposing of biomass to high temperature in limited O2 supply that results in the formation of biogas that is used for preparation of electricity preparation. So in the conversion of biomass into useful fuel. So the first method is gasification. So gasification is nothing but exposing of biomass to high temperature in a limited oxygen supply, which results in the formation of biogas that is utilized to generate electricity. That is called as gasification. Next one is pyrolysis. So nothing but heating of biomass to produce bio oil and phenol oil that is bio oil or phenol oil, that is called as pyrolysis. Third one is digestion. That is decomposition of organic matter by anaerobic microbial organisms. Decomposition of organic matter by anaerobic microorganisms in oxygen free, in anaerobic conditions, in oxygen free environment. That is digestion. Next one is fermentation. So which is conversion of biomass to biodiesel or ethanol which includes conversion of sugars to alcohols. That is fermentation. And next one is solid fuel combustion, which includes burning of solid material, which includes wood, dung and peat. Wood, dung and peat. So these are the different methods how we convert the biomass which is coming from the different sources, that is plant material, fossil fuels and animal waste. So we have to convert this biomass into useful forms by avoiding environmental damage. So that first one is gasification, which includes gasification. So gasification is nothing but exposing of biomass to high temperature in limited oxygen supply. So high temperature which produces biogas from biomass. So this biogas which is utilized for the electricity preparation, that is called as gasification. So it is one of the method in the conversion of biomass to useful fuels. Next one is pyrolysis. So pyrolysis is nothing but heating of biomass to produce oil like substances, bio oil or phenol oil, that is called as pyrolysis. Coming to the digestion. So digestion is nothing but decomposition of organic matter, by anaerobic microorganisms with limited oxygen supply. The example will be production of biogas, that is called as gobar gas. So we use organic material, that is cow dung or buffalo dung, to undergo decomposition in anaerobic condition to produce biogas, or we can call it as gobar gas. That is digestion. Coming to the fermentation. So in fermentation, we will convert the biomass into biodiesel or ethanol. So which includes the conversion of sugar which is present in the biomass to alcohol, that is by certain microbial organisms, that is fermentation. We can convert the biomass into certain useful things, that is sugar which is present in the biomass is converted into the alcohol, that is fermentation. And the next one is solid fuel combustion. So burning of solid material, which includes wood, dung and peat, will produce a certain which can be used for the energy. The energy which is produced by the burning of solid material can be used as, this energy is used in cooking purpose or in boiling purpose, household purposes. So burning of, in older days we used to see the burning of this wood, dung and peat for the household purposes, which comes under solid fuel combustion, which is a mechanism to convert biomass into useful fuel. This is biomass. So apart from this, we have food waste, which can be as a biomass, which can be converted into useful products, and we have industrial waste. So apart from plant material, fossil fuel and animal waste, we have food waste and industrial waste to produce useful energy from the biomass. If we see plant material, we'll get energy. Because of different composites which are present in the plant material. So if you see cellulose is a major amount of carbohydrate which is present in the plant system, which constitutes the 50% of energy. Next, hemicellulose, which constitutes 25%, and lignin, which constitutes about 25%. So cellulose, hemicellulose and lignin, so which constitutes the energy production when plant material is used for the conversion of useful fuel. That is types of biomass. So biomass is nothing but the material which is coming from living matter, that is called as biomass. So this total biomass can be converted into useful energy that is utilized by the human system without damaging the environment. So we should avoid the damage of environment by in utilization of biomass. So if we burn the plant material, the CO2 present in the plant, the carbon which is present in the plant material will be returned into the environment, So basically in plant system, so the CO2 which is present in the atmosphere will be taken into the plant material during photosynthesis. The carbon dioxide is uptaken by the plant material during photosynthesis. When this plant material is subjected to burning, the carbon which is present in the plant material will reaches the environment, so which is called as carbon cycle. So we should take measurements that the carbon reaching the environment should be not heavier than the normal rates or normal values. So if the carbon value reaching the environment increases than the normal value, then it affects the environment. So such one is greenhouse gases, which includes carbon dioxide, so which can damage the environment. So if there is any disturbance in the carbon cycle, having high number of, which changes the values of normal carbon values in the environment, which leads to the affect the greenhouse gases. So this all about the biomass. So biomass is the total mass of living matter that is coming from the different sources, which includes different types, that is plant material, fossil fuels, animal waste, food waste, and industrial waste. These are the different types of biomasses. So these different types of biomasses can be converted into useful energy by different methods. So one is gasification. So gasification, which includes exposing of biomass to high temperature in limited oxygen supply, which produces biogas, which can be utilized for the electricity preparation. So high temperature is utilized for the production of biogas from the biomass, right? So that is for the electricity preparation, that is gasification. Coming to the pyrolysis, so heating of biomass to produce oil-like substances, bio oil or phenol oil. So the end product of pyrolysis will be always charcoal. Charcoal will be the end product of pyrolysis, which produces bio oil. Next one is digestion. So decomposition of organic matter by anaerobic microorganisms in oxygen free environment. So the example is gobar gas, so which includes where we use organic matter, cow dung. Organic matter is cow dung, where this cow dung is decomposed to produce a biogas, that is gobar gas. So which is used for household purposes. After digestion we have fermentation. So fermentation is nothing but production of alcoholic material from the sugar molecules which are present in the biomass by using microorganisms. By using microorganisms we convert biomass into biodiesel or ethanol, where there is a conversion of sugar into alcohols by using microorganisms. Next one is solid fuel combustion. Solid fuel combustion is burning of solid material, that is wood, dung and peat, for which generates energy which can be utilized for the household purposes. So these are the different purposes, different methods for the conversion of biomass into useful material, useful fuel. Useful material. So this is all about the biomass. So the types: food waste, coming to the industrial waste and food waste. So the food waste which is remained left over will be rich source in different, so that we generally call it as peat material, food waste. So whatever the remnant of food will be used as peat. Industrial waste, so industrial waste, the organic and inorganic material. Organic and inorganic material which is coming from the industry can be used as biomass to produce certain energy. So we have to keep in mind these different methods for the conversion of biomass into fuel energy. Biomass into fuel energy that is utilized by the humans. That is utilized by the humans. So this is all about the biomass. So you have to keep in mind that definition, that is total mass of living matter is called as biomass, which includes plant material, fossil fuels, animal waste, food waste and industrial waste, which can be used as biomass. So this biomass can be converted into certain energy that is utilized by the humans. So while the conversion of biomass into certain energy, there is a possibility of damaging environment, there is a possibility of polluting the environment. So we should avoid the environment pollution by taking certain measures, so that we can stop the polluting the environment while converting biomass into energy. There are certain methods for the conversion of biomass into useful fuel, that is gasification. So gasification is nothing but exposing of biomass to high temperature, in limited oxygen supply. So whenever the biomass is heated to high temperature, it produces biogas. This biogas is utilized for the electricity preparation. So gasification is nothing but production of biogas. Pyrolysis, next step is pyrolysis, which is nothing but production of high energy bio oil or biophenol, that is heating of biomass which produces bio oil with the end product, that is charcoal will be the end product. Next one is digestion. Digestion is decomposition of organic matter by anaerobic microorganisms. Anaerobic microorganisms in oxygen-free environment. So will decompose with the help of microorganisms especially anaerobic microorganisms will decompose the organic matter to produce energy. So gobar gas is the example which can be used in household purposes, where we decompose the cow dung to produce the gas like product that can be utilized by the household purposes. Coming to the solid fuel. So solid fuel there is burning of solid material, wood, dung and peat, which is used for the household purposes. So the damage that is caused by heating of biomass is, the limitation is release of greenhouse gases, which includes CO2, methane. So there is a possibility of releasing of greenhouse gases like CO2 and methane, which are responsible for the greenhouse effect and global warming. So what is greenhouse effect? So if you see greenhouse effect, so this is Earth's surface, this is sun. So the energy which is coming from the sun will hit the surface of the earth and gets returned to the atmosphere So this is the general process. Whenever there is increase in CO2 or greenhouse gases, the radiant energy that is reflecting to atmosphere will remain in the surface of the earth. That is called as greenhouse effect. This is because of increasing the concentration of greenhouse gases like CO2 and methane. So this CO2 and methane will stop reflecting the atmosphere, stop the gases, the radiant energy entering to the atmosphere. So which increases the Earth's temperature, that is called as greenhouse effect. So with the increasing of greenhouse gases, there is a possibility of global warming, that is overall increase of Earth's temperature. So these are the effects, that is greenhouse effect and global warming may be resulting from the release of greenhouse gases, that is CO2 and methane. So burning of in the conversion of biomass to energy, so there is a possibility of release of greenhouse gases like CO2 and methane, so which adversely affect the earth either by greenhouse effect or global warming. So we have to take the precautions to decrease the amount of CO2 and methane while converting biomass into certain energy. So by using different methods, that is gasification, pyrolysis, digestion, fermentation and solid fuel combustion, will convert the biomass, that is nothing total mass of living matter, into certain useful products. So in gasification we see the exposing of biogas into different high temperature, which produces biogas, which is used for the electricity preparation. So pyrolysis, digestion, fermentation and solid fuel combustion which are all involved in the production of useful energy by converting biomass by using different methods. Thank you.